So we will give it a couple minutes or a minute or so to let everyone get logged in. It looks like a beautiful day where you are, Anderson.
Yeah, it is. Beautiful day. And I wish my backyard looked like this.
Well, it's a nice work environment.
Yeah. I'm sure I'm just a little weird, so.
All right. And I will go ahead and get started. My name is Carrie Dillon. I am the Managing Director of the International Textile Alliance. We are a nonprofit business association made up of textile mills, leather tanneries, trimmings manufacturers, and fabric converters. And we produce a biannual trade show for our members, Showtime Market. That is going on right now. I mean, for those who were either unable to attend this show or have not attended Showtime previously, we are presenting this series of performance webinars to give a little bit of a feel of what you could learn at Showtime. And so if you like what you see and you haven't been before, I encourage you to mark November 14th through the 17th, which is our next event, our next Showtime event later this year. I would like to introduce Anderson. Anderson, remind me of your title.
CMO at Revolution STI Brentwood Textiles.
Okay, thank you. So yes, Anderson is the Chief Marketing Officer, and we are grateful to have him join us here today. If you have questions throughout the presentation, if you'll please add them in the Q&A section at the bottom, and I will jump back on at the end to help get those answers for you. With that, I'm going to turn it over to you, Anderson.
Excellent. Well, Carrie, thank you very much. I really love the ITA. I mean, my grandfather, he's been there for, a long time. My whole family. So yeah, we've been showing fabrics at the ITA for a very long time.
We appreciate you being here.
Yeah, I also got to thank all the other brands. Being the last brand to present here. It was really educational for me to kind of have this seminar and really learn the differences between all of the different fabric brands. That being said, I'm going to share my screen really quickly.
Okay, I'm going to jump off and let you take over.
Perfect. Let's see here. Share my screen. So Revolution Fabrics, from yarn to loom. Again, thank you everyone for joining my presentation today. And thank you for joining the American Textile and PFC Textile Revolution. First, to me, the industry is, the performance fabric industry is a choice between fibers. To me, it's solution dyed polypropylene versus solution dyed acrylic. And then the third would be a variety of different fiber constructions treated with a DWR stain resistant PFC chemical free or non-PFC spray. Why use Revolution? I believe that Revolution is the leading polypropylene brand in the upholstery fabric industry. I like to measure this based off of the consumer questions we solve. We currently get over 100,000 people to our site a month. We solve a lot of questions, and then we've also provided a store locator to the end consumer to find the closest designer near them, to find the closest upholstery shop near them, to find the closest retailer near them. So we're really trying to be the thought leader and really connect every different part of the industry that may or may not have had that contact before, and we do this a lot through technology. Besides being the leading polypropylene brand, we're 100%, so we're stain resistant and we're 100% bleach cleanable. I like to believe that Revolution Fabric is the most stain resistant fabric on the market. Spills like ketchup and mustard and grease come out really easily with a little soap and water. For a tougher stain like a Sharpie, for instance, we like to introduce a bleach solution, but you can go onto our social channel and you can see user-generated content, especially on Instagram, where people have actually drawn on our fabric like a sugar shack, have actually done this themselves and and they're amazed. We're amazed. One of the other reasons why we're different than the other brands is we're 100% PFC chemical free. My family's been making textiles for a long time. My dad, after researching these chemicals about 15 years ago, decided that we as a mill wanted to take a stance in these chemicals. They're in a bunch of different products. I mean, I myself, I use them on my outerwear. I'm a big climber and skier when I'm not trying to sell fabric. But in my opinion, in performance fabrics, if we're putting a baby on a sofa, we shouldn't market these questionable chemicals, but hey, I get it. We're also 100% woven in USA. STI Fabrics has been in continuous operation since 1964. All of our fabrics are 100% woven in Kings Mountain. We currently have about 400 plus associates. And these fabrics come directly from our own looms to your home, and with that you get a very different value proposition. So like I said, we're 100% woven in USA. We make our yarn in Kings Mountain, a lot of our yarn in Kings Mountain. We weave both jacquards, a whole line of textiles. Here's just a view of a loom in one of our weaving plants here. When I'm prospecting new customers, they say, okay, Anderson, I get it. You're 100% woven in the USA, but there's no way your yarn comes from the United States, right? And I say, it actually does. So here you can see our map of our yarn supply. We take great pride in building a yarn supply chain over the last 20 years for polypropylene, which is within 300 miles of our plant. So you can see that we make yarn just over the border in Virginia. We make a lot of yarn in North Carolina, and then just over the border in South Carolina. Even our raw material, which is propylene, comes from refineries in Pennsylvania, Texas, LA. It's an upcycled fiber. We don't tell the recycled story. Revolution is recyclable. I get it. We haven't gotten the supply chain in place to, take a customer's fabric back on their sofa. But that's definitely a plan in the future. Yeah. Types of Revolution fabrics, at our heart, we're an upholstery fabric mill. Kind of our flagship program is our upholstery fabrics. We've been making these fabrics since 1964. We offer a full line of jacquards, accents, and base cloths for any upholstery project. Our second category that we make at STI is our outdoor fabrics. These products can withstand the elements. They're stain resistant. They're bleach cleanable. They look beautiful, and they can perform for years inside and outside the home. Our other emerging market is our machine washable, stain resistant brand. These fabrics are being used for slip covers and dog beds and duvets and everything in between. So I just want to show you an example here. So this is a longtime, retail partner of ours, Room and Board. They launched an outdoor program with us. I think it gives a really great example of our product, where it can be used. So this is our fabric Rumba. Again, it's stain resistant, bleach cleanable, Green Guard certified, 100% made in USA. It was a huge story for them. The modern consumer loves to trace, where their fabrics come from. We, and we want to share that information. I like to know where my food comes from. The consumer wants to know where their shirt came from, who made it. And we've tried to take in that same example and apply it to our domestic fabric industry. Another great example of our indoor product is, here's another partner, Wesley Hall. Everyone now wants a white sofa. And so what a lot of our partners will actually do is, and with great things, and this is why I love the upholstery fabric industry, is there's a lot of collaborations without even asking in terms of brands. So you got this great looking white sofa, it's bleach cleanable, stain resistant, but then you have some really great accents from other manufacturers that really just tie the room together. But at the end of the day, the stain resistant white sofa is really the main piece. Another great example and really an emerging category for us is into bedding, with our stain resistant washable fabrics. Here's a really good friend of mine, Dwell by Cheryl. She did a bedding design where she took a pattern, one of her best-selling patterns, Haley. She made it in the headboard and the, kind of the traditional bed. But then we have our slipcover twill fabric here on a duvet. So you get the whole cleanable room without PFC chemicals, at a great price. Many of you know me, or you've seen kind of the Revolution videos. We're really heavy in videos. If you want a good laugh after showtime, please head over to YouTube and watch our Revolution versus the fourth grade video. One thing we did there is we took a fourth grade class, actually my cousin's fourth grade class, and we gave them a bunch of Sharpies and markers and made a slipcover out of this fabric. We had them attack it, and the girls drew beautiful things, and the guys ended up like stabbing it like Lord of the Flies. It was crazy, but we took it to the laundromat, threw in some bleach, washed it. The great thing about this product, and because we don't use polyfluorinated chemicals, is this isn't a chemical treatment, so it won't wash out over time. So this fabric will be machine washable again and again and again for the life of the product. So it's really been picked up by a lot of bedding manufacturers, a lot of people making slipcovers, and anything you can really think of in terms of this product. Where to buy Revolution? The best place to buy Revolution is to buy it from either Brentwood Textiles or STI Fabrics. You would get a full line showing from us. And so the best thing to do is to either go to Brentwood Textiles or revolutionfabrics.com, get in contact with your sales associate in your area, schedule a visit for us. Each showroom or showtime appointment is usually between an hour and an hour and a half. Another great way to join our trade program or just see our cleaning videos or our reviews or anything in between is to head over to revolutionfabrics.com. What we actually have here is we sell about 1,000 fabrics now in stock. Here, I'll just head over there right now because it wasn't opening. Not going to click on my own ad. So yeah, here we go. So from this website, there's a lot of really great resources. So you can shop, BrentwoodTextiles.com or STI with password protected. This is open. You can shop really our products, so jacquard, stripes, washable. We have a to the trade. So this is how you would actually order. You would come to the wholesale sign up form. We would get a little information about you. It's company name, credit references, everything. With every Revolution wholesale account, you also get a Brentwood Textile account, which gives you access to a lot of decorative fabrics that are only available to the trade. Another great resource, and it's really one of the most highly visited pages on our site, is our cleaning instructions. Here we break down in kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. Just the difference between the products. This is our indoor product. This is our washable product. And then this is our outdoor product. It's basically the same cleaning instructions for both the indoor and the outdoor. But with the washable product, you can throw it in the washing machine. One thing that we've really tried to do in the performance fabric industry, and I'm sure many other manufacturers of performance fabrics, get these questions all the time, is there's different cleaning instructions for different substances. At Revolution Fabrics, we always try to, when a consumer asks us a question, let's solve this for the industry. So, the other day I had a mom ask me, hey, my kid made slime. I don't have kids. I was like, what is slime? So I had to do some Google researches. I made my own slime, and we're coming out with a Revolution Fabrics versus slime video. We do it for peanut butter, hot sauce, ketchup. So if you head over to our YouTube channel, you can see all these videos. That being said, head over to our website. If you're interested in our outdoor program, we just launched a new outdoor boucle program. These are about 60 fabrics, really great values. You can request the memos now. It'd be a great way to get into the outdoor season with the current environment. That being said, I want to go back to a Q&A session. I want to get Carrie back on and answer any questions you guys have. I want to thank probably all my other competitors for watching this, because I watched them, and it was really cool to really get a glimpse into how we're all different. So, that being said, I'll take it back to Carrie, and we can answer some questions.
Well, and I think that is your last comment, though, is something that I really appreciate about this industry, is that yes, you have quite a few competitors. Everyone is looking to get into the performance game, but the good thing about our industry is that we're all friendly competitors, and so it's you can compete and then still enjoy some fun times together. So
Perfect.
if anyone has any questions, feel free to jump into the chat or the Q&A section. Thank you, Anderson. That was very informative.
Of course.
I am curious. So I know you guys sell to designers. Do you sell to designers during showtime? Do you accept designer appointments?
We do. Yeah.
Okay.
So, we, being the mill, we sell the designer, the end consumer. We sell jobbers. We sell everyone in between.
Okay.
I know this industry has, it's like you could sell one or the other, and we found that, as long as you are very transparent with your customer, there's a reason to, there's fabric for everyone. So, yeah.
You are getting some accolades in the Q&A.
Uh-oh. Good accolades.
Yes. You're some compliments on your presentation.
Thank you. People making this very nice presentation. Thanks, Karen. Karen Wilson.
Well, if we don't have any other questions, I think a good thing to point out would be that you can reach Anderson by visiting his website. Also, our website has the internationaltextilealliance.org. We have our member directory is available through the site, and you can find contact information for Anderson, as well as their sales reps. Anything you're looking for can be found there. And you can always follow up with me. My information is on the website. And again, my name is Carrie Dillon, and want to thank everyone for joining us today. We hope to see you at Showtime in November.
Perfect. Thanks, Carrie.
Thanks, Anderson.
Thank you everyone for watching.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.